What's up everyone, welcome back to the Boob Body YouTube channel. My name is Kylie and today we're doing a morning routine. So I've been posting a couple of quarantine vlogs, and if you're into that you can check those out after this video. When I was trying to name the last one, I went into the YouTube search and typed in quarantine, and one of the top searches is quarantine morning routines. And I love morning routine, especially now. I'm finding it super helpful because I'm not working, I'm a freelancer and I can't do my job from home, or a large portion of my job I can't do from home. So it's really providing me a lot of structure and kind of an anchor in a time where I don't have to be anywhere or do anything at a certain time every single day. So I'm definitely finding it very helpful, and it sort of just involves a whole lot of things that I really love, and I'll just take you through it. So I've been trying to wake up earlier and earlier because now the sun is rising at about 5:30, and I got up at about 5:45 this morning, and that's probably the earliest I've managed to get up so far. When I wake up, I just do the bare minimum. So I put some workout gear on, I wash my face with water, I brush my teeth, and I put my contacts in, and then I get straight into a workout. If I don't work out straight away, I'm not going to do it. So if it gets to 6 o'clock and I'm ready to make dinner, I'm not going to work out. It's just not going to happen. So I do it straight away in the morning. I do enjoy the workouts, and definitely for my mental well-being, they are essential. So I did a Nike training workout on their YouTube channel. They're doing one once a week, and it was so intense. The trainer this morning was like next level, but they're very motivating and I just really enjoy them. And I find that if I'm not in the mood to think about what I want to do in terms of a workout, then I find the guidance of having a trainer in that kind of style really helpful. So I did that this morning. That was about 45 minutes. And then after my workouts, I just hop in the shower. It's just a quick rinse off and I'll get dressed. And that's another thing that I've been doing. I've been getting dressed. So my default will be to just hang around in yoga clothes all day, but I've been making an effort to wear normal clothing. And today I'm wearing some pants by Kaale. They're an ethical clothing brand from New Zealand. I'm wearing a secondhand sort of cropped polo neck, and I'm wearing some earrings from Zoe and Morgan. They're also a New Zealand jewelry company. And I have been making more of an effort to buy sustainable clothes if I'm going to buy them new, and to buy 80-90% of my clothes secondhand. And then I'll make coffee, and I have a very specific coffee routine. So I grind my own beans. I've got some really great beans at the moment. They're from Union and you can order them online. And then I put them into a cafetiere. I don't weigh the water, I don't weigh the beans, I sort of just eyeball it and I put that on the stove top. And sometimes I like to put a little bit of cardamom in with the beans when I'm grinding the beans, and that just gives the coffee a really lovely flavor, and I'm loving that at the moment. So I did that this morning. And then while my coffee is brewing, I've gotten into the habit of putting all our dishes away. We always have heaps of dishes because I'm always cooking, and then later on in the day when I'm ready to start cooking, then it's all clear. And then with my coffee, I like to keep a really close eye on it, and I only let it brew about halfway. That's like the strongest part of the coffee, and I love to sort of have that. It really feels like having a double espresso at a cafe rather than letting it completely brew all the way, because the second half of the brew is mostly just water. But I do let it brew all the way after I've poured the first couple of shots into my cup, and then I have that later with a little bit of milk, and that's also really lovely. So usually after my shower, I'll do my skincare routine as well. I had coffee after this morning because I wanted to do the skincare routine on camera. I've just started using a whole lot of Ordinary products. So I actually ordered some Ordinary products like maybe 6 months ago, and they were definitely the wrong thing for my skin. And I don't wear a lot of makeup. My skin is super sensitive, and the more makeup I wear, the worse my skin looks, and then it just perpetuates the cycle of me wanting to wear more makeup and then my skin looking worse. That's just the reality of my skin, and in general my skin doesn't give me a lot of hassle, but in the last few years I've started to develop a little bit of rosacea on the right side of my face, and since being in the UK it's gotten so much worse. I don't know if it's the weather or if it's the pollution or if it's just the stress of moving to a new country, but it's been so much worse since being in London, and I've been really insecure about it. And I generally don't use a lot of products. I basically just like wear deodorant and put moisturizer on my skin, and that's pretty much it. But because my skin has been so bad, I've been researching and watching lots of YouTube videos and trying to figure out what to do. So I ended up just emailing The Ordinary and telling them what my skin concerns were and sending them some pictures of my face and of my skin, and they sent me back a routine, and I just bit the bullet and ordered the products. I mean, they're so affordable, and I just wanted to see what would happen. Because I've got very dry skin, I've got very sensitive skin, and I've got a little bit of rosacea. Obviously the products that I'm using are very specific to me, but I'll just show you. To start with, in the mornings I don't cleanse because I don't really wear makeup, and I cleanse in the evening, so I don't cleanse in the morning, but I just wash my face with water in the shower. And then I start with this hyaluronic acid 2% plus B5. So just a couple of drops of that. I don't really know the full deets, like skincare and makeup is not really my thing. You want to know about how to make delicious vegan cheese sauce, I'm your gal, but skincare and makeup's not really my area of expertise. But I just put some of this on, and apparently it's really hydrating, and I've noticed that it's hydrating. My skin is more moist. Okay, so next up we have this EUK 134 0.1%. And this is an antioxidant, and I keep it in the fridge. It doesn't say to keep it in the fridge, but because it's an antioxidant, I don't know, my science brain is like, that shit needs to be in the fridge. But it's like an oil, so again, just a couple of drops. The next thing that I put on is just the natural moisturizing factors. This is just a really nice moisturizer, and actually you don't need a lot, like probably that much. And then I really like to just press it into my face, because like I said, I've got rosacea and sensitive skin, so if I rub my face too much, it gets really red. And then because the weather's getting better, and because this is something I need to be better at, I'm going in with a SPF. So I've had this one a little while. I also have a tinted version of this. This I got in Australia, so it's a pretty low SPF. It's only 15, and it's all natural products, although we know that all natural is not necessarily always good. But I really like it. It makes my skin look a little bit white, but anyway. That's it, just 4 products, and I'm honestly just following the advice that I got when I emailed Dyson, but I definitely have noticed a difference. My skin is looking way better, and my rosacea is definitely gone down a lot. That could also be because I'm not outside as much. My skin is not exposed to as much pollution, but I've been taking a photo of my face every day to see if there is a difference, and you can definitely see a difference. There's way less redness. The texture and tone of my skin looks heaps better. So I'm really excited about that, and it was very affordable. Alright, so that's my morning so far. So today's Monday, and on Mondays I do a little live with my friend Brianna on Instagram, where she gets a veg box and I sort of just tell her what to cook for dinner on a Monday night using the ingredients from her veg box. So I've got that up next. Obviously it's not part of my everyday routine because every day is not Monday, but I've got that on today. And then, like I said, I think we'll just go for a walk and then I'll have breakfast and that'll be it. So it is 12 o'clock, which means that the morning's pretty much over. Adam and I went for a walk and we decided that we were going to get a coffee. So there's a cafe that's open just around the corner to us and they're selling groceries, so they're still doing takeaway coffees. So we each got a little coffee, and I usually wait until about now to have breakfast. So I do a lot of fasting. I'll fast for 14 to 16 hours a day. So I usually have my first meal at 12. And then I usually finish eating at about 8 or 9. So I decided to get an oat milk coffee, which means I technically broke my fast at 11. Now we're back and I'm just gonna have breakfast, and that will be my morning routine. For breakfast, I'm gonna make some little savory pancakes, which I've actually been making from a gluten-free sourdough starter. So this is my buckwheat sourdough starter, and I haven't been making that much bread because I have really been struggling to find the gluten-free flours that I like to use since being in lockdown. So I've just been feeding my starter some buckwheat flour every day, and then I just make little pancakes. And they're like super sour but really, really delicious. Okay, so I just had my breakfast. I put some tahini, some sprouts. Adam's growing heaps of sprouts in these little containers, and they were delish. And that's it. Now it's 1 o'clock already, so the morning is definitely over. Thank you so much for watching, especially as always if you made it all the way to the end of the video. Please comment down below if you watched the vid and there's anything that you've started doing since being in quarantine for your morning routine. And like and subscribe because this is a super new channel, so it really means a lot. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video.